Welcome to the Salt Circle Podcast. My name is Hank. With me is the Mask of the Ben.
Oh, there's so much you could have done.
It's true.
Fuck. Once again, I'm forgetting. Because I just did my skim through notes. There was a fucking great one. Whatever. We watched Mask of the Phantasm. What is it? 93?
93.
93 Batman film. 1 year before me. What a fucking incredible film. Holy shit.
It's pretty good.
It's everything I like about the series, but it's like amplified, and it's just so fucking tight. And it's like a perfect film, honestly. Like I have fucking nothing in the way of complaints. Not even the little shit. Like there's just nothing. Oh. I mean, like part of me wants to start from the beginning, but like fuck that because
Yeah. I will say there was a point where, in terms of complaining about this movie, where I felt like I wished Andrea had gotten to do more cool shit once she was revealed as the Phantasm. Like I felt, and I actually feel less this way rewatching it after that, but there was a time where I was like, well, once they reveal it's a girl, like she kind of doesn't get to do anything. And I don't think that's actually completely accurate. But there was a while where I felt that.
Sure. That tracks. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, that was my one thing about the movie. Because overall, it's just, but that's like reacting to like the thing that was clearly the best Batman movie that exists. Just like clearly,
Yeah.
head and shoulders above all the live action movies of its era.
Dude, there's so
and
much
going forward, but yeah,
there's so much good shit. Bruce in the graveyard talking to his parents' grave is like, it's fucking up there for like the greatest scene, one of the greatest scenes like in media. That shit fucking hits.
I didn't think I'd be happy.
Dude, him. I got the thing here. What is this? I need it to be different now. I didn't see this coming. I didn't plan on being happy. Fuck. Fuck. And
It's
just
so
like
good.
the fact that like he's pleading to his parents for it to be okay that he doesn't be Batman anymore. And the fact that like I think and Alfred voices this in the film, but I think like watching it also you're like your parents want you to be happy. You know, if we're assuming that Bruce Wayne's parents are good people, which so far I think we know them to be, I don't think we've had any indication that they're shitbags. Like, they would want their son to be happy. And he's on his knees in the rain, in the dirt, begging them if it's okay to, like, not do this insane thing and be happily married instead. Holy fuck. Yeah. Like... It's unreal, dude. It's too fucking good. God damn.
This movie that starts with Alfred saying, like, you're the, like, how sane you are, or whatever. I forget the line.
I wrote the line down.
Okay.
You're the very model of sanity. By the way, I've pressed your tights and put away your exploding gas balls.
Yeah,
and Bruce doesn't even fucking react. He's like, thanks, Alfred.
He has a little smirk.
Yeah.
He knows what Alfred's being a smart ass.
He's just not giving him the satisfaction of.
Yeah. And then like that we end with Alfred giving the speech of like,
oh my
you
god.
know, you're like, I'm just glad you haven't fallen in to
Dude,
the abyss.
his fucking delivery on that is so good. Him being like, this is what I've feared you would become, and you walk that line every night, and the fact that you have not fallen into the abyss is great. Like, holy shit. He does more than quip. It's fucking incredible. Dude, those moments like hit so hard. Like if you would have told me even like when did we start this fucking Batman journey? When did you finally come clean about the series being great and we started watching it?
I came clean about the series being great.
Finally told me your big secret. I don't know. However many months ago or whatever when we put this together. A few weeks, months, whatever. Before that,
Can't be that much longer than a month.
if you would have been like, hey Ben, you're gonna watch the 90s anime Batman movie and you're gonna tear up a little bit twice during it, I've been like, fuck off. Why? Because I was laughing so hard at how like shit it was because this is Batman. Like, god damn.
It's 2 months ago. 2 months ago we
Yeah,
started.
that's plural. That's I was in there. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
And they got that fat
It's really...
the other thing I think I noticed it because I think when he's in the graveyard, like I don't think the music is as hard. I think they're kind of leaving it just to like the sound effects, but I kind of forget. The other moment that
there's also the thing of like the opening of this movie and like the cop chase go so extra hard in this movie.
oh dude, and like the immediate the choral rendition of the song and like they're like, what if we got more of a budget, but like we already have the
opening
live orchestra.
The opening title credits are what got this put in theaters.
Hell yeah. That's fucking great.
Like there was an executive who just saw that part and was like, this should be a movie. Not just do it on TV. Oh, like it got officially decided to be a movie like last minute. Like they had storyboarded it to be a TV direct to TV thing.
Gotcha.
And so then they had to like change all the stuff for it to be widescreen, like at the last minute.
Yeah.
Before it like actually went to the animators.
I just think it's too good that it's like, what do you do when your show already has a pretty budgeted orchestra? You hire a choir. You get more horns. Like, you just go fucking harder on it all.
Hell yeah, dude.
And I think the musical moment aside from like the choir theme / intro or the choir elements, it's not only choir. When Andrea breaks up, calls off sends the ring back is how I'll put it. She doesn't really break up. And then we get the shot of all black Batman, and he puts on the fucking cowl and turns around, and the music is swelling, and Alfred just says, "My God," and he's like stunned in like horror because and he even has the black belt, like it's just all black, and like the music is just it's fucking insane. Like John Williams needs to like take notes. Like shit was popping off. Oh my God, that scene was incredible.
He became the knight.
He was the knight. Oh, man, it's so good.
Everything was great, but they weren't afraid of me.
Yeah, that fucking bit. They weren't scared though.
Because he goes to fight criminals in just like a ski mask, just and like a jacket.
He looks like a
and
criminal.
People are like, "The fuck are you?"
Yeah, dude. And then when he's like drawing the little sketches and shit, like he doesn't have the ears yet, but he has like the cape.
Yeah. Ears. He like scratches it out. It's like, this looks like garbage. You need the ears. They're important.
All of the like I guess early Batman. Like I wrote in my notes like the Batman. Like that shit's it's really cool to see how that is. Like he finds the cave. We get all those. Like he sees the kind of the style of car at the World Fair and all this shit. It's just real cool. Oh man, and I guess it's right before the graveyard scene, I guess, where he's like kind of discussing things with Alfred. He's like, I can't, like, this wasn't part of the plan. Like, I can't. How am I supposed to?
Risk my life? What am I doing?
How am I supposed to risk my life when there's someone who cares if I'm alive? Like,
as if Alfred doesn't care.
I was about to say in my head, I'm like, Alfred is right there. Alfred knows it's fucking different.
Look, it's just Alfred is what if you were your dad's boss? So you don't have to.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Man, it was a very small thing. I really thought seeing like pre-Joker Joker, that shit was like perfect. Like I saw him and I literally was like, is that like, it just looks like he's just a guy though. And then
he's just a guy though.
I recognized him, but I didn't fucking believe they would do it. And then later when Bruce is like, wait a fucking second, and he draws the smile on it.
He just draws a little smiley face on it.
The red pencil smiley face. I'm like, holy shit. The fact that they didn't elaborate, they didn't even have him fucking talk. Even when he kills Andrea's dad and he just walks out and she says whatever to him and he just walks, is fucking great. Like, because we have this interaction now, like I feel satisfied that in a way where if we get more of his origin later or something, or we see pre-Joker and he's like talking or acting normal, I would feel okay because we have this and it like maintains the air of like the mystery of that entirely. And that's really cool. Very important.
Sure.
And then the fact that it like
he didn't kill Bruce Wayne's parents.
He didn't kill Bruce Wayne's parents. And the fact that we get him just being a dude, like a completely normal dude from what we see. And then it goes to him being totally unhinged at the World Fair site. Meatloaf again. Just robot chopping nothing with the rusty knife. Then later when he gets salami and he's like putting it through the knife and eating it. Like, that shit was all super good.
When Valestra goes to the Joker for protection.
Oh man.
And it ends with the Joker. She's like, I just want to see a smile on your face. And he's like giving that bashful smile.
That,
like, oh, my buddy, the Joker, is going to protect me. And the next time we see him, he's fucking Joker gassed and like has a bomb strapped to him that blows him up. Dude. This is why you don't go to the Joker for help.
Man, the fucking even Joker's intro to him or whatever, like, what's an old timer like you want with a 2-timer like me? Like, you knew what you were doing. Come on.
Yeah. Like, think about this.
Ugh.
And he like just offers the Joker money to kill Batman, and Joker's like, I'm not a fucking hitman. He's like offended.
Yeah. Man.
I mean, but and you get it, because like that's what the Joker used to be, right? He used to be a person who would take money to kill somebody.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fucking. And later,
Joker gets his tooth kicked out.
dude, he gets his tooth kicked out, and then like when the shit is all on fire and he's looking around at it, like, oh my god, I might die, and then he just starts laughing. His Andre is holding him. That shit is so good.
Oh.
He says, I like when everybody thinks that, do we have an actual name for Andrea's vigilante ego? Persona?
The Phantasm.
Just the Phantasm? Okay. When everybody's like, oh, it's Batman, and Joker's like, no. Not nearly as cute as Batboy. Looks like the Ghost of Christmas Future. That shit is too fucking good.
Yeah. Yeah, the Phantasm's kind of based on a comic book character. It's called the Reaper.
That makes fucking sense.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. That character was cool, dude. Like,
yes.
the voice.
No, and the big
aura.
difference in the comic, it is her dad.
Oh, interesting.
Basically. But this is way better.
Yeah, no, that shit was cool. And even when I was doing my my skim through notes, I noticed a bit in the present when Bruce is like, I want to say that we'll be together. Like, he's agreeing that like he wants to try again, but he's like, I'm afraid it's going to come down between me and your father. And she's like, well, my dad doesn't matter anymore. And I'm like, oh, I didn't catch that the first time. He doesn't matter anymore.
Well, he matters as much as Bruce's parents matter, right?
Yeah, I guess. When you put it that way. Speaking of her dead dad, though, very surprised initially after like the first instance when people actually started dying.
Mm-hmm.
Dude goes through the building. I'm like, oh, he like crashed his car and now he's in prison or whatever. Like, no, that man's dead. I'm like, what? Holy shit.
That other guy gets a fucking tombstone.
Dude,
that
the
crushes
tombstone
him.
crushing him. Holy moly.
Apparently that one originally had a framing shot that was a little too much that they had to cut back on.
Oh, man. That's fucking wild. Bruce fucks.
True.
Like, the first time, they're just kissing or whatever. And then the second time, they do that fucking old-ass James Bond fade to black bullshit. Then she's on the balcony in his shirt. Like, yeah, they kissed. And they kept going.
Uh-huh.
I just, that, like, it's wild to me that, like, they're sticking to like all the censorship stuff, right? I mean, like, not as hard in this, I assume, because it's a film, but like, it's not like they're unleashing in this either. They're keeping it, like,
Yeah.
what, PG, I guess? PG-13?
From what, like, my understanding, like, they didn't get any different instructions. They just, like,
Pushed it a little.
we're making a movie.
Yeah.
Doing the movie thing.
And, like, it's still
Mostly.
fucking good. It's not like I mean, especially in this when you have, like, people actually dying and shit. But even in the show, honestly, like, I've never felt like, ooh, no, they're pulling punches because of censors. Like,
Yeah.
it's all done. And that's a thing I've kind of seen a little bit online just when I was trying to look up shit. How, like, they're sticking to the censor stuff, but not in a way that you actually feel it, like, at all.
Sure. And I mean, like, I think a big part of, like, why this movie is so good, like, maybe compared to, like, other Batman movies, is they're kind of just they were just, like, allowed to do their thing, and this team is good.
Yeah.
Like, a good writer got to write a good script, and that was it. Then they got to make it.
Yeah, dude.
Like, it's not much more complicated than that. It's just like because this was like for a kids cartoon, they didn't have as much, executive oversight or whatever. Like everything, like it getting put in a movie is kind of like accidental or whatever.
Yeah.
Even. And it didn't have. I don't think it had like a super wide release either. Or like it didn't get like marketed to hell.
Yeah. That sounds right.
It didn't like make a shit ton in the theater.
Yeah, I could see that.
I think it didn't even make its budget in the theater. Its budget, according to Wikipedia, its budget was $6 million. And its box office was 5.6.
I saw that. What was its like DVD says? Surely home media must be.
Its home media must be pretty good.
You would think.
Yeah. I got to keep making Batman. But they didn't put any more of them in theaters. Like the other movies they made are direct to DVD stuff, but I guess.
Gotcha.
For the show.
There was another. The only specific note that I have remaining is it kind of got me thinking in general about like the fights in the series. And then in here, specifically for this film, Batman getting fucking wrecked at the construction site.
Yeah.
He's in a rough way. And
he has to ditch his fucking cowl.
Dude,
so he can get shot to hell.
Dude, him ditching that and then like he's like bleeding. He's fucking bad. And it got me thinking on my skim through that I think, like, I was wondering, like, why is this so good? Aside from the fact that he's getting his shit kicked. Like, why do I enjoy this so much? And I realized it's because, like, I think in any cartoon in this style, or even maybe, like, anime or film, anything, if it has this certain tone and it's, you know who the audience is and shit, like, we know that Batman's gonna make it, like especially when you're in the TV show, you're like, wow, I wonder if Batman's in a 5v1 situation. I wonder if he'll be okay. Like, spoiler alert, he'll be fine at some point.
He might wake up after being knocked unconscious, but he'll figure it out.
Yeah, or like something will happen and they'll twist it up, but like either way, like it's just part of the thing. And I think this was so good because it got me into the moment enough where for like even just a nanosecond I was like, is he gonna get like fucking caught by the police? Like, is he going to like die or whatever, but like is he going to fail entirely at this fight? Because it was in such a bad position. And I was like, the fact that you could make me believe that even a sliver is fucking incredible. It was very well done. And the whole, like, the sequence of it, it's everything. The sequence and the setting and everything else, like...
And the music.
The fact that... I think also the fact that he's bleeding. Like, we don't see him bleeding much. So, it's like, oh, fuck. He bleeds just like me and you.
I don't know if I'd say just like you and me.
Just
bleeds
like us.
Less than a normal human would, but yeah.
You don't know what I bleed that little. Just hold it in.
It's a little bit of red dripping from the side of your mouth.
Yeah, after all that bullshit.
The classic.
Just a single manly drop of blood from the lip.
Basically, you got a paper cut on your lip.
Yeah.
Ben's one weakness.
I mean, that'd be no fucking good. How do I feel about paper cut on the lip? The problem is, it's like,
bad.
I have
it wouldn't be good.
I have a split. Here's the thing. I have a split on my lip right now because the air was dry in the plane, and then it's like kind of dry in the house, so it keeps cracking open. Like I want to take a bite of food, and like suddenly it just splits. But like a paper cut is so thin. That's the scary part. It's just so thin, and it hurts. I think lip wouldn't be as bad as like the webbing between my fingers. Thinking about it anyway. Maybe it'd hurt more. It'd be more of a bitch, but like in my brain, I'm like, I've hurt my lip before.
Sure.
Anyway.
Dana Delaney, who plays Andrea Beaumont in this, will go on to play Lois Lane in the Superman cartoon.
Oh, nice. I was actually
because they were like, she's really good.
Dude,
I need to use her again.
I wrote where was this? I think it was when when Andrea shows up at the mansion and Bruce is doing his what brand of martial arts does he do again?
I think he's saying it's judo.
I thought
jujitsu.
I think it's jujitsu because she says like the bless you thing or whatever. She makes like a bit about it. He's doing that and she shows up. She's like, "You didn't call. Something wrong with you? You okay?" And I don't know, that whole bit was great too. Like, you didn't say I should call. She's like, "People call me though." Like, let's be real here. But I wrote down during that whole interaction, I'm like, she's just like really cool and really fun, and her voice actor like absolutely fucking crushed it. Like her voice was so good, like the delivery was great. Like, definitely noticed that. So that's cool that she's back.
Yeah, she's tremendous. I mean, she's also my favorite Lois Lane. So
nice.
The
plot was good.
Yeah, this is like such a good story that has the Joker in it. Because the Joker's kind of incidental, but he's just there to be the fucking Joker and be a fucking nuisance and be crazy.
Oh, yeah, like, man.
Like him just as a complicating factor, but not like the plot isn't built around him at all. Is like the perfect spot for the Joker.
Totally. And it's just a really good way to do like the flashback stuff, you know? Like, it's such a good, all that stuff tied in so nicely. Like, I could envision a world where like worse writers at a worse studio like do a thing and it's like, oh, we're going to have this like plot going on and it's going to be less related, but we're also going to do flashback stuff. And, you know, it just doesn't mesh.
Yeah.
This was like...
And the movie's going to be 3 hours.
This all meshed like perfectly. I just... Super good.
Yeah.
You saying
considering this comes in under Godzilla time.
Yeah, dude, it's
so, amazing how much story is in here.
It's so fucking tight too. You actually, speaking of the Joker and being incidental, you reminded me. We got a fucking city fight. We got giant Batman and Joker. Oh wait, the city's small, but still, shit was so good. The miniature planes.
Yeah. Batman punching a plane, a helicopter.
Captures him in his cape. Throws him on the ground.
Oh, it's so good.
It's just incredibly fucking solid.
The Joker's fucking skyscraper hat that he hides in. And then tries to stab Batman with it.
Yeah, dude. When the Joker, I think it's with when Andrea gets there, or I mean, maybe she's as the Phantasm still at that point. But when he's, or it's Bruce, I forget who's pinning him down. But I think it's Andrea. She's like holding him against the table, and he's like trying to reach for a weapon, and the knife is right there, and they keep baiting you into like maybe he'll grab the salami, and then he fucking grabs the salami instead of the knife. Too good. Too fucking. I was so happy. I'm like, this is what I wanted. I wanted him to grab the salami, and he does it. It's like they know what I'm thinking.
Comedy.
Dude, it's so good. Like the fucking The fact that this movie, I mean, I always love it when a movie can genuinely make me laugh and also like make me emotional enough to cry.
Mm-hmm.
And they fucking did it. Like seamlessly too. Definitely it's not in a weird spot, but like after watching it, I was thinking to myself, and I've been thinking this to myself as we've been watching the first season. Like, if I was gonna recommend this to somebody and I wanted to give them a taste, what would I pick? You know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, like, depending on the person, I could see myself just saying, like, you should watch this film if you're interested in like seeing some of the early Batman stuff or whatever, or you don't really care about watching a show. I could see it. I mean, obviously, there's a banger selection of episodes you could do.
Yeah.
From season 1, but
I feel like my go-to would be Heart of Ice. But yeah.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense. Shit's just real.
Because there's like a part of me that's like, I wouldn't recommend this because it's like kind of elevated above what the show.
Yeah.
There's kind of like more going on, whereas Heart of Ice is like the pinnacle of like, we have formed this tragic backstory around this villain. That's the story, and then Batman action stuff happens.
Sure.
And he defeats him by smashing him over the head with chicken soup. It's like, it's gold. This is stuff going on.
I mean, I guess really thinking about it, the fucking United Airlines already made the decision. They decided if you want to be introduced to Batman animated series, you're watching Two-Face.
Two-Face and Almost Got Him.
And Almost Got Him. Those are the ones.
That's not a bad choice either.
Yeah, you get the tragic stuff. You get Bruce Wayne's friend, like, and you get then you get fucking. Have you no drama in your souls?
In your soul.
I threw a rock at him.
I threw a rock at him.
It was a big rock.
It was a big rock.
And then it's fucking Batman.
The best part. Batman said that.
Yeah.
What a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, I feel we're definitely in that territory of like, I said it, so our listeners have now taken a shot for every time one of us said it's so fucking good. They're dead on the floor. True. Now
They're
from alcohol
dead. If you
poisoning.
play that game, you're not alive anymore.
Cause it's
you're
just
deader than Chucky Soul.
It's such a, oh my god, yeah, dude, that fucking I want you, Chucky boy. Fucking too good. There it is again. But like, it really is. Like, I'd say, we've said like stuff is an 11 out of 10 or whatever, a whole bunch. Mm-hmm. That's not uncommon here. Yeah. But like, legitimately, I think this is just a perfect film. I just like it in my heart of hearts. Like, it's just no exaggeration. It is just like, it's fucking perfect.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was a perfect film when I saw it in the theater when I was 6.
Yeah, 6-year-old you was on point. Is this the one that you went to with your grandma or something?
Yes, with my grandmother. And she said it was like the one movie she didn't fall asleep. It was like entertaining. Yeah. It was enough to keep her awake the whole time.
It's like the compliment.
As opposed to all the other trash I would watch or whatever, I guess is the implication.
I mean, that makes sense. My understanding is that you watched anything, and
yeah,
and there's a lot of garbage.
Yeah.
I think it's, I mean, on that note, I still think it's funny that Anya watched all of this, and for her, this was the garbage that just happened to be on.
Mm-hmm.
Too good. Yeah, man.
Oh,
I don't know if I got more.
I think that's a podcast.
We blew through it. Shit is just phenomenal.
It's just extremely good.
I actually had a question because I want to.
Sure.
Not a spoiler, but I want to tailor my expectations now. Is Sub-Zero like still solid? Is it
Sub-Zero way more feels like episodes of the show.
Okay.
Oh, and also and the other thing I would say about Sub-Zero is it's not the main team doing the TV show. Like it's a different team making the movie at the same time as the show's being made. Whereas this, they made this like after season 1 before they'd gotten the full pickup for season 2. So like Bruce Timm worked on this, Paul Dini worked on this, Alan Burnett, like the main crew, whereas they don't work on Sub-Zero.
So I should temper my expectations a little, but I assume it's still good, or you wouldn't have me watch it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
The Batman Beyond movie, they all worked on.
That's the one with the Joker, right?
Return of the Joker, yeah.
My only memory of Batman Beyond. That trailer.
Yeah.
Because it was on every other commercial when I was watching cartoons.
But that one, I would say, they maybe went a bit too far with the edge.
Meh.
But we'll get there.
Yeah.
But that story is fucked up. Like, actually.
Great.
So this is kind of the best of the movies.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. It doesn't kill my excitement any. I want to know. After seeing this, I'm like, what am I set up for here?
Yeah, no, don't expect this level. Sub-Zero is not this good.
Yeah, sure. Oh, good to know for me.
Mm-hmm. But it does have a polar bear. So
yeah, I'm fucking in. Easy. I'm saying it right now. It's 11 out of 10. Perfect film, no notes. There was a polar bear. I'm a simple man.
That's how it is sometimes.
My simple moment for this also came early on. I think it's more of a... Because, the animation, like the detail we get is just a little stepped up.
Yeah.
Like in the first scene where we get the deal going down with the counterfeit money, Batman swoops in, guy is shooting at him, and he's like under the table, and he lifts the table up and pushes it onto the guy. And as he's walking past him, you like see the guy kind of moving a little. I'm thinking to myself, he's gonna like kick the gun away so the guy can't get it. No, he doesn't even fucking touch the gun. He like steps on the table, and you hear the guy like squeak a little bit, and then he stops moving. That was like my little moment. I was like, this is fucking good. We're already in it. Let's go. I love it. Having a great time.
It's just good shit. Good shit. Soul Circle Podcast, gmail.com, Soul Circle Pod on Twitter. I'm on Twitter at Comic Panels. Find us on podcasting apps.
Yeah. All of them. Any of them.
Probably.
Probably, yeah. Okay. No absolutes.
I haven't checked every single one.
Wow. Fake
Possible,
fan.
Fake
podcast host.
every day, so that I don't know that maybe a new one has sprung up while I wasn't looking.
I assume there's like 40 new ones every day that exist.
They usually just pull from the same tool as Apple, though.
Sure.
That's usually how they work.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, like, there are plenty that were on that I never, like, put us on.
Yeah.
Or anything.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do anything.
Free marketing, baby.